As a leader, do you ever get to the point where you feel sort of lost in the forest? You sort of lost the big picture of your life, sort of buried in the details, need a big picture, need to sort of get the big picture clear again? Would it be helpful to have a single sheet of paper that could refocus your life at any given point? A few years ago, like 20 years ago actually now, time goes fast, I sat down and came up with a single sheet of paper that would focus my thinking at any point or refocus it. And I've kept that up for 20 years now. It's what I call my life focus sheet. As a matter of fact, I still carry it with me today. But on this one sheet of paper, I have personal stuff on the side and all of my priorities for this year, the next 5 years, and where I want to go in the next 10 years, all on one sheet of paper. And you may say, well, that's interesting. Why? I'd like to see that in detail. Well, the reason I did it is because I too get lost in the forest. I get the point where, like when I'm consulting with a client, I get so focused on that client that when I would take off on the airplane to go to the next client, I'd think, now what city have I been in, and sort of who am I, where do I go from here? I get so lost that I'd sort of forget where I am. And so I'd pull out this sheet of paper and I'd think, okay, now here's where I want to go. I'd think, now let's see, what can I do in the next week or so to move in that direction? I'd sit there like that, and in about 10 minutes, I'd get the big picture clear, and I'd know sort of what to get started on to sort of take the next step to move in the direction of my dreams. Does that make sense to you? Sort of like it always keeps me connected to the big picture of where I want to go, and then sort of to the next steps as well. Well, I had so many people ask me, Bob, what are the details of it? How do I get mine started? Because that makes sense. I'd like to have one of those as well. That I did a whole DVD called the Life Focus Sheet. You can go through it, show your staff, they can do it if they want to, but it will show you actually the categories I use. You don't have to use the categories I use. You can make up your own categories, custom tailor it to yourself. But what you're going to find is that the first time through, it'll probably take it on a personal retreat. You may find it may take you an hour to a half a day just to fill it out. It may take you realistically 3, 4, 5, 6 times, sort of scratching it out, saying, oh, I think the more I think about it, the more I think this is too much, this is not enough. It takes a while to get to settle down in your thinking the first time or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. But there comes a point, the 4th or 5th or 6th draft, maybe a month later, when it begins to settle out and you begin to say, on this one sheet of paper, this is a 50,000-foot view of my life. This is who I am. This is where I'm going. This is me. This is my future. It's here in my pocket. I'm never lost again. I can make progress. I change it a little bit. I update it a little bit. A month can go by. I say, I can get really into the detail of my life. And then you say, now where am I again? Get it out, update it, reprint it from the computer. It's updated again. I say, you never have to feel lost again. It may be the single most practical, proven tool I've ever developed on getting focused personally and staying focused personally for the next 20 years. The reality is it's one click from being in your shopping cart.